Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Python beginner tutorial series, today let's discuss about split method in Python. Alright, so split method in Python is very easy to implement, and whenever you work with Python strings, trust me, this method will be very widely used, and you would regularly use in day-to-day programming, and it is easy to implement as well. Alright, so now let's see how we can use the split method whenever you work with strings. Alright, so let's have a string called x equal to, say, let's call it as Python programming language. For some reason, if you want to split it based on certain condition, all you need to do is just pass the split method with the variable x dot split. Here it is x, right? So x dot split. So I want to split it based on space. Okay, so I'm just providing a blank empty space, and if I run this, oops, I'm not printed, so I'm printing it. So if I printed it, so it splitted me based on the space, right? So we had space after Python, we had a space after programming, so it splitted all these three strings differently. So first we have Python, we have programming, and we have language. Okay, so one important thing to notice, we passed a string but it returned a list. Okay, so one important thing to notice, so whenever you use a split method, it will always return a list of strings. Okay, so this is something you need to know, right? So here we provided space, right? Similarly, if you want to provide any other separator also, you can provide. For example, say I'm providing comma. All right, so I want to split it based on comma. So it returned me the same output, right? So if I want to split it based on say pipeline delimiter symbol, right, it returned me the same output. All right, so this is something very useful. Okay, so all you need to do is just pass a split method and pass the parameter that you want to use for splitting. Okay, so this is the very first or basic operation of using split. Another thing to add here is there's an option to add a maximum split parameter. Okay, so there is an option to add maximum split parameter. When I say maximum split parameter, all you need to do is I'm just passing comma 2, the maximum value. For example, I have passed 2, right? So what will happen is it will split based on the pipeline delimiter that I have given, and it will split only 2 times. All right, now if I split it, you can see the same output, but in case if I add another value in the string, is sale is interesting, Python programming is interesting. Now if I run this, if you note it splitted only twice, right? So we have one delimiter here, we have another delimiter here. It did not split the remaining part. It returned the entire remaining string. All right, so this is something you have to provide as an input, like the maximum split parameter. So here we provided 2, right? And if I provided it as 3, it splitted 3 times. The remaining is as it is. If I provide it as 1, it will only split it once. It splitted only once at the first. The remaining is concatenated as a single string. Okay, so there are 2 methods. Just to recap, there are 2 ways in which you can use a split. First is by passing a split method with a single parameter, that is the separator, and second operation is to pass the separator with the maximum split parameter. Okay, so by this you can use this way you can use a split method to split any kind of strings. All right, so yes guys, that's all what I want to cover as part of this video. In case if you have any queries regarding split, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow my channel. Thank you.